Right, so we have just began the official November League on AscensionGame.com, and the current format of Game 1 is Storm of Souls and Immortal Heroes, so I felt like it was just more appropriate for me just to go ahead and bring a game of that to you guys. And our options here from the center row are Aura Medium and Starchild. With the medium I could buy, or I could see what comes out next, but pretty happy to just put the Starchild on top. So that's what I'm going to do at this point. My opponent takes a Void Militia and has 3 runes left over. And a Mystic. So clearly indicating to me that he wants to try to develop kind of a balanced sort of deck. Now with the Enlightened event, or the Lifebound event going on, I think it's, I think it has to be Stone Circle Elder. I sure do love an Elemental Adept, but if nothing else, the Elder may be able to acquire that card for me and effectively directly into hand, but if he takes it, the Elder is still very powerful with this event. He did not take it, so that's what I'm going to do. Now, he got a Nilemancer, so that's his second power card, and it is a Banisher, so that's something to keep in mind. Very good reason to go ahead and use this Elemental Adept to banish the Noxious Soul. Just go ahead and take out that first monster. And unfortunately, I have both of my Militia, so I won't be able to get the Tower Ascara yet. I'm not super excited about the Synchronizer. I don't really want to add power to my deck yet with all of these rune cards on the board, as I'm more than happy to play a late game rune sort of strategy. So I may as well just go ahead and purchase a Mystic from over here and not buy the Aura Medium, which would open a slot in the center row. Though, yes, I could have gotten a Mystic at -1 cost there, unless something 2 cost or 1 cost that I really wanted popped out, then the chances were better that I was opening the center row for my opponent. And who knows, I might have put some kind of a 3-cost monster or something on the board where his Void Militia would have been effective. Now instead he has a 3-2, which is effectively a 3-3 if a monster that he can defeat comes out, but it did not. He got the Synchronizer, and although I would like to wait for my Stone Circle Elder to put the Tower Ascara directly into hand, there is nothing better on the board that I could get, and I'm not thrilled about throwing another Mystic in the mix yet. So I am going to take the Tower Ascara. It's just a really exciting card. I don't want to risk giving it away to him by waiting to try to Elder it directly into hand, although that would be a big payoff if it worked. Neat little combo here to have the Elder and the Elemental Adept. Can clear some room in the center row, hopefully pick up a better hero to the top, or possibly directly in the hand if the event sticks around. He banished a card with Nilemancer, got a Prodigal, got the kind of the Aura Medium. He's got his Fanatic set up. I think I'm going to put the Starchild, or the Lionheart, on top and draw it. That'll be my 3rd Lifebound card, so I'm already building a pretty solid little Lifebound deck. I'd really like to draw Mystic or Starchild here and try to get that Raj. I am going to banish this monster. And now I will go ahead and add 1 more Mystic to my deck. There's a lot of really high cost cards on the board, so nothing wrong with having the runes to purchase them. Which, if I can keep the monsters cleared, if they come at a steady pace like they have been, 1 every 3 or 4 cards, then I can use my Elemental Adept to keep them off the board. And another 5. I don't think... a 3rd Mystic along with the Stone Circle Elder I already have, could water my deck down. But, because I want to draw like the Lionheart with a Lifebounder to unite it. But right now, I do need those runes to purchase cards like Raj, Avatar of Ayanya, and the Makana, the Eye of Destiny. There's just so many good cards out there. So I am going to go ahead and gamble with the Mystic there. So my opponent, who I will speculate may be named Keith, now has 3 rune and 4 power after banishing with the Nilemancer. And he buys a Mystic and kills a couple cultists. That's the thing about a balanced deck. If the right cost monsters don't come out, it's kind of a, it's just turn after turn of sort of, killing a couple cultists. I want the Elemental Adept, and I think I can buy pretty much anything I would want to buy off of the rune I already have, even if I draw a Militia off the Adept, so... Again, I want to banish a monster. This is really a difficult choice here, because the Avatar is a really powerful card, as is the Raj. The difference being that I could put the Avatar on top of my deck. The Eye of Destiny is also quite good, as is a Driller Mark, but I don't think the Driller Mark is the kind of card that's likely to make the high impact that that I really am starting to need at this point. So, I could use the Avatar, hopefully, to purchase, like, the Void Avenger and the Raj. I mean, might be a little greedy, but it's quite possible. I'm going to go ahead and go with that. I think the Avatar is probably the, as long as he isn't able to clear the good heroes, I can add a density of heroes pretty quickly. And so now I'm going to sort of ignore like those constructs for a little while and try to pack in some good heroes to my deck and kind of try and unite a few of those to gain an advantage. Let's see if his power pays off here. He's got the Void Militia. He was able to buy the Spider Witch from me, but he was not able to defeat the Minotaur. So I don't have any way right now to beat a Fanatic or anything to put like one of those heroes directly on top, so I'll just go ahead and draw with the Lionheart. Alright, so Void Avenger is pretty sweet. I'm gonna buy... Okay, I'm going to put it on top and draw it. And that way I can use the Fanatic to make the Raj into a Lifebound hero. And that way I can put the Raj directly on top. And I will just go ahead and add Starchild on top as well. And now, starting to roll a little bit. So, because I have... this is the kind of the deck that, I feel most comfortable with. I have some pretty good Lifebound heroes. I've got a Void Avenger that can be high impact. I've got, this Avatar, Stone Circle Elder, Tower Scar. Just a lot of pretty good, like, 4 through 6 and even 7 cost heroes. Almost outnumbering my starting cards at this point. 9 pretty good heroes, so my hands are going to start to be better, and then I'm going to use Raj to hopefully trade out starting cards for better cards as I go along, and hopefully here in 3 or 4 turns I'm just going to be drawing a lot of cards and doing pretty much whatever the center row dictates that I need to do. Okay. Nothing exciting out there yet. I guess at this point, maybe I just purchase a Fanatic. I'm not real excited about the Spark Sprayer, but it does clear a spot. Alright, I'm going to trade out the Militia for a Mystic so I can get the Spark Sprayer. Basically, when cards like Avatar, which I have now, and Stone Circle Elder come around, I'm going to be wanting to purchase heroes. So getting some constructs that are high value is not a bad thing. And hopefully clearing room for some good heroes so that my Avatar can really get some discounted rates on them. So he does the Nilemancer banish, still has a Fanatic, so he beats the Cultist, and now he has to decide if he wants some more heavies or just a Mystic, and he's going to get a Mystic, so. Okay, so I think at this point probably the best thing I can do is just go ahead and take the Driller Mark. It's certainly the most high impact card I can get. It's higher impact than the Astrolabe. And I don't want more Mystics, I don't want a heavy. And I'll just get a Fanatic because that may pay off. The biggest thing I need to happen right now is to find some way to clear the board a little bit to where there's some good heroes. Now, the Energy Monk is a pretty good hero for me. But this turn it doesn't do much. And alternatively, I could pick up I could use the Stone Circle Elder for either a Mystic, well, to get a Mystic for either the Eye of Destiny or the weapon. And if I draw the weapon after the Driller Mark, then it just becomes a really huge card. Well, in any order. If I just don't draw them the same turn, I think at this point the weapon is probably a better call than the Eye of Destiny, because, you know, how many times am I actually going to get to use the Eye of Destiny is what would be in question. So taking the 8 for 8 makes a lot of sense. Interestingly, my Life Bounders, because I got so many of these good ones, has actually put me ahead, at least at this point, in in-game honor. And I'm picking up those Makana, so I'm and I've used the Avatar and more runes than he has, so I'm probably ahead in deck honor at this point too. So I'm kind of just trying to prevent something bad from happening, like losing the game to him chaining 2 or 3 monsters together on the last turn. Ending the game more quickly than I anticipate. And so the best way to do that is to make my deck do some more ridiculous things before that happens, to build my lead. So that's, where hopefully the weapon and the Void Avenger and the Driller Mark and something good with Raj hopefully will all pay off.